Tune in, it's time for Comedy G. Bringing stars and stories, it's where you wanna be. From celebs to entrepreneurs, she's got the scoop. Community and entertainment, she's in the loop. Every smile a burst of velvet light. Through the screen she shines so bright. With the laughs and tales that weave tonight.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio. You tuned into the Grayson Show, and I have a special guest with me today. He goes by the name of John Alex Gatsby. Did I say that right?
You did.
Oh, well, welcome to the show. Look at you.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. So is it like daylight where you are?
Yeah, it's still daylight.
What?
I'm in
It's dark
California.
here. Oh man, you out there in the pretty sun. And who is that over there with you?
That's one of my dogs. Her name is Dasso.
Hi, so cute. Well, welcome to the show. Tell people who you are and what you do.
Oh yeah, my name is John Alex Gatsby. I'm a singer-songwriter. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Greensboro, North Carolina, and now live in Los Angeles, California. I'm a pilot. I'm a business owner, and I think I said singer-songwriter already. So yeah, that pretty much encompasses me.
So you're a pilot?
Yeah.
Wow. How cool is that?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet. So wait a minute. So I saw that you pull all the women in. I'm a pilot. I fly people around.
It does work.
Does that work out for you?
It does. It's quite effective.
Quite effective. Us. How funny. So tell us about you. How did you get started being a pilot and a artist? You got a whole bunch going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to fly since I was very young. My mom says that I got on my first plane ride and I turned to her and I was like, oh, I want to be a pilot. And she was like, oh, yeah. She didn't really believe me because like right before that, I wanted to be like a police officer, a firefighter, a train conductor, all the typical like boy stuff, So she didn't believe me, but apparently I stuck with that one and that became my thing. But I always like had a deep affinity for Michael Jackson and just classic music. I love the Jackson 5s. I love the Temptations, Stevie Wonder, all those guys. So music was always deep rooted because my dad was a DJ, still is a DJ. And so I was just constantly exposed to various different types of music, but decided to go to flight school first and went to flight school, got my pilot's license, my first one when I was, I think, like 17. And
wow.
Then when I finished, thank you. When I finished school, I started a business brokering and selling airplanes and selling aircraft charters and doing management. And I've been doing that for the last 12 years. And about 5 years ago, I decided to pursue my original passion, which was music. And I started my own independent record label and signed myself as the initial artist to it. And we've been working ever since then.
Man, what a smart young man.
Oh,
wow.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
You got a new fan over here.
I love that. That's awesome. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make fans. Fans and friends.
Right? So tell me about your mom and what she thinks of all this, because this is a lot. You're accomplishing your goals one time, one after another, and it's amazing. So how does your mom feel about that?
I'm going to see her this weekend, so I can definitely ask her exactly how she feels. I don't know if we've ever sat down and she's expressed to me how she feels. I mean, my mom, I know she's proud of me. She tells me all the time that she's proud of me. So I think that would be the overwhelming feeling, but I'll ask her for sure when I see her.
Yeah, let her know that I want to know how she feels, because when you have a kid that's successful, and especially when you were so young to say that you wanted to be a pilot, come on, and now you're a pilot. So that is just amazing to me. And I don't know. So what else do you do? Do you do anything else for fun?
Yeah. I mean, I like to hike. I live out here on a beautiful mountain in Southern California, so I like to take my dogs out for a walk. I like my dogs. I hang out with them a lot. They're always right next to me. At least one. I've got one out here with me right now. More chilling in the house because sometimes they don't behave. So yeah, my dogs are really my pastime. I like to eat. I like to explore different cultures. I like to travel. Obviously, it's a big thing of mine. I've got big plan. I got my birthday coming up here soon, so I'm trying to make a trip out to go visit one of my friends in Botswana, which I think would be awesome. To go see like a safari, and see a crocodile
Yeah.
antelope or something. Remind me that you either eat or getting eaten out of here. Um, but yeah, so I think that yeah, traveling and just generally just hanging out, being around my friends and family. Those are the things that I do. I don't get much downtime though, to be honest with you. I pretty much have 2 full-time jobs and only one pays. So and
I
it
know
isn't,
that feeling. I know that feeling.
it isn't the artistry yet, but that's why we're doing it. We're putting in the sweat equity and the time so that we'll get that return if we believe in ourselves, and we do, and the whole team does. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't get a lot of downtime because I am, out here focusing. But luckily, the things that I love to do are fun to me, so it never feels like work. So people
That's
say, "Oh,
good.
you work a lot." To me, it doesn't feel like I'm working a lot. It feels like I'm just doing what I want to be doing.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now tell us about the song that we have here.
Maneater.
Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
about that.
That's a fun track. It was just it's produced by Bam, Brandon Alexander Hodge. He's the dope producer behind Tyrese. He's done a lot of stuff for Usher, 6 number one, Billboard placements, and probably numerous Grammy nominations. So I'm really blessed and lucky to get to work with somebody of that caliber and still being an independent artist. Bumped into him through a former manager of mine. Bam became my MD for a live show that we were working on, and I just loved his arrangements. And just from meeting him in the studio, I knew that like we would mesh. I didn't know that I could afford his tracks and his production, so I'd never really approached it until maybe Q3 or Q4 of last year. We were putting together this project. I was sitting with my engineer Greasy Will, and we were just listening to a lot of the music that I've made. And he's like, you've got enough to make like kind of a project. And I said, yeah, well, we still need that one still, that number one. And so I think that evening I went home and I just reached out to Bam along with a couple of other producers that I knew, but Bam in particular, because I knew I wanted to work with him. Again, I didn't think I could afford it, but had him send me over some stuff. He asked me what the sound was that I was looking for and what kind of vibe we were going for. And I told him, and he sent me a kind of like a pack full of tracks. Actually, he sent me a bunch. And I sat and I went through all of them, and Maneater, what became Maneater, was the second track that actually stood out. The first track is the track that's on my album called No More. It's track number 5. That was the one that I loved the most, but Maneater was a very close second. But I didn't know what I really wanted to do with it. I took it back to the studio with Greasy, sat down with my writer Gio, who's an amazing, phenomenal RIAA certified diamond. Songwriter. He's written for Danny Lee, Chris Brown, all these guys. So we're working with heavy hitters, and but I just didn't know what I wanted to do with the track melodically. So we sat down, me, Gio, Greasy, sat down in the studio and ordered some norms. And it's coming on 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're still sitting on this track. We love it, but we don't know exactly where we want to go with it. And we're listening to like old 80s music. We're listening to Michael Douglas. We're listening to Prince. And then in the YouTube playlist comes on Hall & Oates, Maneater. And that when I hear that melody, that oh, when she comes, I'm like, I really love that melody. I was like, what if we were to take it? We did more research on them as a group, learned that they're not together anymore. Learned that the kind of research their story and like how they got to where they are. And I was kind of inspired by their story, and so I wanted to do like a modern twist of their song to kind of pay homage. So we interpolated essentially that melody and then came up with our own melodic flow behind it to make a more modern twist on the femme fatale story, so to speak. And once we did really dive in and find out what exactly the theme of the song was going to be, it really did write itself. So we sat around for hours researching, and then when it actually came time to write it, it came very, very quick. I want to say maybe 20 or 30 minutes in a lunch break. I think we did it while we were eating turkey sandwiches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have the song. You want to introduce it and give us permission to play it?
Of course, yeah. Of course, you have permission to play it. First of all, my name is John Alex Gatsby. This is my new single off of my newest album called Mayday. The song is called Maneater.
Oh, when she comes, she gon' take your heart and use up all your love. She don't care about nobody but herself. Have you ever seen that Evelyn Chanel? And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend, and I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, bullshit freaky. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. Ooh, that girl so dangerous. Know that body hot, but can you handle it? You can take a shot, but you be gambling. She might fall in love, but she can't commit. She the type of girl that you can't forget. Saying she's thoughts, but she cancerous. Everything she do is so damaging. Stay away if you don't know her. And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend, and I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, bullshit freaky. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. She the type of girl that gon' get that money. All she wanna do is get rich like body. Breaking all the hearts is what she do for a hobby. She be wetter than the bottle girls at the parties. Everywhere she goes, she that trending topic. Experiencing her is out of body. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes, baby. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking.
Okay, I love it. I absolutely love it. It is
Me too.
more of a, it's not as harsh as the original song. You know, the original song was kind of like boom, boom, boom. This is more smooth. I like that. I love that it's smooth and you can kind of groove with it, opposed to she's a man eater. You know, it's really, really clean. I like it. I really do like it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's next for you?
A lot. We just dropped the album, so we've been filming a lot of different visuals for the album. I've got a day in the life series coming up on my YouTube channel. It's going to also be posted on my social media. We've been shooting music videos. It feels like every other day. So we got the Maneater official music video is going to be dropping. I can't tell you when, but it's coming. We're done in production on it already, so it's just about scheduling everything and getting the, see who's going to get the exclusive for the video and everything like that. But yeah, we're very excited to be working on the visual part of the promotion of the album at this time. So, this is where I really allow my imagination to fully flourish. So you get to kind of see into my mind and visually kind of what goes on in my dreams and what happens behind my eyelids when I close my eyes. And I love sharing that with the listeners and with the audience. So for me, it just continues to get more fun. We're on promotional marketing. We traveling. Tomorrow I'm heading to North Carolina. I'm going to do a full-on radio suite out there in North Carolina in the Southeast. And then the week after that, we're in New York performing in Harlem. So, we're busy and we're booked and we're blessed. And I'm happy to have all three.
And you're skipping over Virginia?
Say again?
And you're skipping over Virginia?
I would never say skipping over. It's just not time yet. When the time is ready.
Okay. Well, when you do come to Virginia, look us up because that's
where
where
are
we
you
are.
in Virginia?
Virginia Beach.
That's where my sister lives. So I will absolutely be there.
Oh, okay, cool. Don't forget. I'm going to bug you until you do.
I definitely won't. I promise I'll come out. I do. I promise.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and get some words of wisdom from John. All right. If you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned in to the Cammie Grayson Show and have a special guest. He goes by the name of John Alex Gatsby, and he is going to give us some words of wisdom. So anyone that's looking to be where you are, I'm talking from pilot to living your dream, sunny California, beautiful home, two big giant dogs. I mean, you got everything that you seem like God has blessed you with what you wanted. And so how can someone get to where you are?
Um, uh, I never really thought about it like that, getting to where I am. I think that the best advice I could have for anybody is just don't follow your dreams, chase them. Don't go for the money. Don't go for any of those things. If you do what you love to do, you'll be the best at it. And when you're the best at anything, the money will flow to you. So don't go for the material things. Don't care so much about the house, the car, or anything like that. Seek healthy relationships with people that love you and that you can love, or animals. Don't follow your dreams, chase them, and just be the best at whatever it is that you want to do, and eliminate the word can't from your vocabulary, and you'll find that you'll go even further than me, so. And don't compare yourself to me either. Don't do that.
Okay, so tell people how they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, I'm at John Alex Gatsby. That's on everything. It's really simple. John with an H, John, Alex, Alex. Gatsby is spelled Gatsby. We're available at johnalexgatsby.com, at John Alex Gatsby on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you choose to partake in your visual media.
Well, John, I really enjoyed you. I know you got to get out of there because you got a flight to catch, but I really enjoyed you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show for us today.
Oh, man, thank you so much for having me. It really has been a pleasure, and I look forward to meeting you in person in Virginia Beach one day very soon.
Sounds good. All right, guys, SKST Radio, go get his song. I love it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I can't wait for the video. Want to hear it. Want to hear it. Want to hear it.
Let's
Until
go.
next time, bye for now.